Welcome to today's video. Mount Everest, the tallest peak in the world, is not just a test of human endurance, but a place filled with fascinating and strange facts. From creatures surviving in extreme conditions to mysterious legends, Everest offers much more than its towering height. Today, we will explore 10 of the most bizarre and surprising facts about Everest. Let's begin this journey right now. Number 10. The superhuman Sherpas. For most people, climbing Everest is a nearly impossible challenge, but for the Sherpas, it's just another day at the office. The Sherpas, an ethnic group native to the high-altitude regions of Nepal and Tibet, have lived in these harsh environments for centuries. They are not only exceptional guides, but also possess extraordinary physical strength and endurance. Scientific studies have shown that Sherpas have unique physiological traits that allow them to thrive in low-oxygen conditions at high altitudes. One key adaptation is their mitochondria, which are more efficient at using oxygen, enabling them to produce more energy with less oxygen than people from lower altitudes. Additionally, their circulatory system is more efficient at high altitudes, allowing them to distribute oxygen more effectively throughout their bodies. This enables them to move quickly and efficiently, even in places where most people would be exhausted. The skills and endurance of the Sherpas have been essential to the success of countless Everest expeditions and have earned them global recognition in the mountaineering community. Number 9. The first blind person to conquer Everest. In 2001, Erik Weihenmayer made history by becoming the first blind person to reach the summit of Everest. Unable to see his surroundings, Erik relied on his incredible determination and navigational skills to overcome every challenge. His journey was not just a personal triumph, but a symbol of the power of human will and spirit. Initially, many doubted Erik's abilities. In fact, some Sherpa guides refused to support his climb, believing that guiding a blind person would be too risky. However, after witnessing Erik's ability to skillfully navigate the bustling streets of Kathmandu, the Sherpas agreed to assist him on his incredible journey. With 16 years of mountaineering experience, Erik not only succeeded, but also helped his teammates throughout the climb. By reaching the summit of Everest, he became a symbol of resilience, proving that there are no limits when you have enough determination. Number 8. The cost of climbing Everest. Climbing Everest isn't just a physical challenge, it's also a financial one. For many, summiting the world's highest mountain is a lifelong dream, but the cost of the journey is steep. The price of climbing permits, gear, guides, and support services can reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. Starting in 2025, the permit fee for international climbers will increase to $115,000, a move designed to reduce overcrowding and enhance safety for climbers. The number of climbing permits issued has skyrocketed in recent years, with 478 permits granted in 2023 alone. However, the increased cost may help control the number of participants, while also contributing significantly to Nepal's economy. Despite the risks of harsh weather, oxygen deprivation, and accidents, Everest continues to attract hundreds of climbers each year. For many, standing atop Everest is a dream worth the expense and risk. Number 7. Life thrives on Everest. Despite Everest seeming like an inhospitable, frozen wasteland, life still manages to survive and thrive there. One of the highest dwelling creatures on Earth is the black jumping spider, which lives at altitudes up to 6,700 meters. These spiders survive by hunting insects blown up the mountain by strong winds. In addition, several bird species have been spotted at high altitudes, including the bar-headed goose, known for flying over Everest during migration. Chows, a type of crow, have also been observed at altitudes above 8,000 meters, scavenging for food along the snow-covered slopes. At lower altitudes, the Himalayan black bear and the elusive red panda live at around 4,000 meters. Plants like moss and grasses also grow in high-altitude areas. These resilient organisms demonstrate the incredible power of nature to adapt and survive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Number 6. The world's highest trash dump. Everest is not only a majestic peak, but also home to one of the world's highest trash dumps. Since Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay's successful summit in 1953, thousands of climbers have followed in their footsteps, leaving behind tons of waste. From tents and oxygen bottles to food wrappers and personal belongings, all kinds of trash have been left behind due to the extreme conditions that make cleaning difficult. The main climbing routes, particularly the South Col, the final camp before reaching the summit, have turned into giant waste dumps. Trash gets frozen and buried in the snow, making Everest one of the hardest places on Earth to clean up. The Nepalese government has introduced regulations requiring each climber to bring down at least 8 kilograms of trash, but the reality is that the amount of waste continues to grow. Several initiatives have been launched to address this issue, including large-scale cleanup campaigns led by Sherpa groups and the Nepalese army. However, cleaning up Everest is no simple task, and the mountain faces a long-term environmental challenge. Number 5. Traffic jams at the summit. It may sound strange, but even at the top of the world, traffic jams can occur. During the climbing season, hundreds of people from around the globe flock to Everest to conquer its peak. However, because there is only a short window of favorable weather each year, climbers often find themselves crowding the narrow paths that lead to the summit. One of the most striking examples occurred in 2019 when a viral photo taken by a Nepali climber showed hundreds of people standing in line at over 8,000 meters, creating a traffic jam on the summit ridge. While waiting, climbers face major risks such as oxygen deprivation, freezing temperatures, and strong winds. These traffic jams on Everest not only make climbing more difficult, but also increase the chances of accidents and fatalities. This raises questions about whether the number of climbers allowed each year should be more strictly regulated to ensure the safety of everyone attempting the climb. Number 4. Everest's changing height. The highest mountain in the world doesn't stay the same height. Due to tectonic plate movements beneath the Earth's surface, Everest's height changes over time. In 1954, a survey by India measured Everest at 8,848 meters above sea level, but this measurement did not account for the snow cap on the summit. However, in 2020, a new survey conducted by teams from Nepal and China revealed that Everest's height is now 8,849 meters, an increase of 1 meter. This new survey used advanced GPS and laser technology to achieve unprecedented accuracy. The main reason for Everest's height change is the movement of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates. This movement not only causes the mountain to rise over time, but also leads to major earthquakes in the region. This reminds us that even the tallest mountains like Everest are constantly changing. Number 3. Climbing Everest without oxygen. Everest, with its thin air and harsh weather conditions, forces most climbers to rely on bottled oxygen to survive at such extreme altitudes. However, in 1978, Italian mountaineer Reinhold Messner made history by becoming the first person to climb Everest without supplemental oxygen. This was an unprecedented feat, defying all rules about the limits of human endurance above 8,000 meters. Messner spent weeks preparing physically and mentally for the dangerous journey. He faced freezing temperatures, strong winds, and a severe lack of oxygen as he neared the summit. Climbing without supplemental oxygen was an immense challenge because at that altitude, the human body struggles to produce enough energy to sustain normal activity. Although climbing Everest without oxygen was once considered impossible, Messner proved that with determination and resilience, humans could surpass limits previously thought insurmountable. After this accomplishment, Messner continued to break numerous mountaineering records and is regarded as one of the greatest climbers in history. Number 2. The highest weather station in the world. In 2019, a significant milestone in climate science was reached on the southeast ridge of Everest. The highest weather station in the world was installed at an altitude of 8,430 meters. This weather station was part of a large scientific project led by the National Geographic Society in collaboration with Tribhuvan University and the government of Nepal. The project aimed to gather data to better understand atmospheric flows and other critical weather phenomena in this region. The weather station, which stands about 2 meters tall and weighs 50 kilograms, was specially designed to withstand Everest's extreme conditions, including freezing temperatures and powerful winds. Before installation, the team of scientists and Sherpas spent months preparing and testing the equipment under similar conditions. Number 1. The Legend of the Yeti. Everest is not just a destination for adventurers, but is also tied to one of the world's most mysterious legends, the Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman. The Yeti is described as a giant, hairy creature lurking in the snowy, remote areas of the Himalayas. The legend of the Yeti has existed for centuries, from local folklore to reports from Western explorers who first arrived in the region. One of the most famous pieces of evidence for the Yeti's existence is a photo of a large footprint in the snow, taken by British mountaineer Eric Shipton in 1951. This photo caused a global sensation and sparked discussions about whether the Yeti could be real. So there you have it, 10 of the strangest and most incredible facts about Mount Everest. From mysterious Yeti legends to extraordinary human achievements, Everest is not only the tallest mountain, but a place filled with fascinating secrets. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep exploring this amazing world. See you in the next video.